Did he just make like what he expects a meme compilation to be about the Actman situation? Fucking hell.
Viewer discretion is advised. Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
I'm gonna poll the chat here. I'm gonna poll the chat. Seriously, I'm gonna poll it, and if you vote no, we won't go over it. All right, majority wins. We're gonna keep up this drama. Great. Oh God, I'm so tired of you, Quantum. Why are you still uploading? I also think he's wearing a Rolex, trying to flex. Oh God, dude. All right, listen. Quantum TV has just uploaded a new video called Cancel Culture Exposed. Oh God, the fact that he used exposed in the title so that he would get a higher SEO. I fucking knew. I goddamn knew that he was going to do some shit like that. Here we go.
And then I was like, oh shit, he actually tried that against me. And I was like, oh buddy.
How much do you... I bet in the stream last time when I was watching, we were talking about the Asmongold interview. How much did I literally bet that he was going to make a video about the fucking Asmongold interview.
You opened a new can of worms.
Yeah, exactly.
What's up, everybody? This is the Act Attorney here, giving you a little status update on the whole Quantum TV business.
Your audio is so shit. You are a part of the AV community, and why do I only hear the audio in this fucking ear?
It has been taking a while.
I can't listen to the audio. It's so fucking awful.
Part of that's because I've been compiling every bit of information on him in regards to his harassment of other YouTubers.
He actually tried that against me, and I was like, oh, buddy. You
Yeah.
opened a new can of worms.
There's the copyright abuse, the homophobia, transphobia, the hate speech, the bigoted.
Okay, so we're starting off with him showing Actman's tweets that got him demonetized. Now he's going into Actman's old tweets that he has basically denounced and said that he was wrong about. Like, I don't... Yes, those tweets made by... Do I have to really say this? Yes, the tweets made by the Actman in the past, back in the past, were bad. They were bad fucking tweets. They were very, very misinformed tweets. I'm not defending the Actman in that regard. I get it. I get it. It's bad. But the thing is that you're just... Oh, my God. Because if I say you're dredging up shit from the past, because that's what we're all doing to Quantum, that makes me look like a hypocrite. You're dredging up situations that work in your favor to convince your fan base that you are in the right. That is the difference here. The Actman has seen 4 years of it. Yes, the Actman's tweets were years ago, and they were bad, but when he was called out about them and was corrected on them, he didn't double down like you have doubled down. That is the difference, Quantum.
Moments later.
I love Quantum thinks that this is a joke. I love this. I love that he thinks that this is a joke. Oh my God, Quantum, I don't even know what to say to you anymore. I've said so much about you, and I meant every word, and I feel like I'm just going to keep rehashing my old points every time I do a video on you, and it's pathetic. I'm not even mad at you anymore. I just think you're pathetic. Did he just make like what he expects a meme compilation to be about the Actman situation? Fucking hell. Take it to court, Actman, because Quantum's obviously not taking this seriously after threatening legal action against smaller creators and then bitching to Griffin Gaming that his video about Quantum's terrible takes on the Xbox caused him issues. I don't understand this man. I don't. Like, I don't understand what Quantum thinks he's getting out of this video. Like what this does for him in any sense. Like what does he think this video is going to do for him is the question that I'm asking myself. The question that everyone should ask themselves. Like, I don't understand. Listen, I just don't understand his point. I don't understand what this video is looking to accomplish. It's not accomplishing anything. It's you acting cocky, which is just so pathetic. It's so pathetic. It's just incredible. It's incredible. I have never seen somebody like this in my life. Ever act this way. I've met all kinds of people around the world doing my old job, the door-to-door, everything, right? I have met so many different kinds of people, but I've never met and interacted with an individual that is this fucking deranged and just thinks that the world revolves around them. Quantum, dude, like I'm not even being mean to you right now. I'm just being real with you. I don't think you really understand the situation at hand. You're sitting here laughing your ass off and getting fucking like you're getting you're getting cocky because now he's starting to see the fractures in the community with the commentary community on a couple of people that are like, hey, this might be a fucked up thing the Actman did. I'm not like, I can't even be mad. I can't even, I want to be furious. I'm furious on the inside. I really am. I'm not showing it right now, but like, I am. And it's just, it's absolutely frustrating to me that this man thinks that he could post a video like this and think this is going to go well for him.
One, they said, yes, the video was removed for unwanted sexualization. They wouldn't confirm to me if this was it literally just in...
It is a joke. It was a cucumber in your mouth. This is the point that you're using? That he got struck down because of a cucumber in the mouth and that skit about the cucumber in the mouth and you being salty about it? That is the point that you're using? Quantum. Baby. Sweetheart, listen. There's a lot more than just that. And the fact that you're saying he thinks unwanted sexualization is a joke, you're lying to your audience. Putting a cucumber in your mouth is not unwanted sexualization. It's memeing on you. It's making fun of you. It's basically just a fucking gag about you. That's what it is, sweetheart. That's what it is. And if that upsets your delicate sensibilities, that's on you. That's on you. And I know you're going to turn around and say, well, you know, if somebody a part of the LGBTQ community had the same situation happen to them, they'd be the first ones to roll on the floor and scream. Dude, listen, there is so much media out there of pro-LGBTQ communities out there, like pro-television shows, all that shit, right? There's also jokes and shows about straight people. Everyone can joke about each other. Everyone can joke and point fun at each other and not mean it in a malicious manner. That is the world. That is how communication happens. You are allowed to make fun of each other. If it's not in a malicious manner and you don't say anything really fucked up about somebody, you can still make those jokes. And if you're cracking jokes and they're cracking jokes back at you and you understand that you know that that is a joke and that's a friendship and two people making jokes, that's a completely different situation than what the fuck you're trying to put out here. He thinks it's funny because he thinks it's a stupid reason why it was taken down. Just like Philip DeFranco thinks it's stupid. Just like H3, Keemstar, every single creator for that initial response on his video being taken down for unwanted sexualization, the only thing in there potentially could be the cucumber thing. That is why he's laughing. You're using this point it doesn't make any sense. You have no idea how to handle drama. You have no idea how to handle being called out at all. You are grasping at straws. You really are.
Reference to that cucumber picture, which apparently has become a massive part of, but they did.
Even Philip DeFranco laughed when he read that out loud. Does Quantum not fucking see that part?
Confirm it was for unwanted sexualization. So that the suspension of monetization is actually not connected to your videos. What they said is that
Quantum, again, I'm going to argue this with you. The initial tweet that it's saying Quantum is mass flagging my videos was a knee-jerk reaction. He should have deleted that. The tweet after that, though, cleared your name and said, I do not believe it's Quantum TV false flagging my videos. It's YouTube. He immediately, finding out that information a few hours after the video was taken down, corrected the record. He still thinks you're a shitty person, which is everybody's take on you. You are a shitty person. But we don't think that you got his video taken down. We all know it wasn't you that went out of your way to get his video taken down. And the people that think that his video was taken down because of you don't know the context of the situation at all. They just saw that his video was taken down about somebody, and their knee-jerk reaction is to go to you. And honestly, from his tweet initially saying something about you, which I agree was not the right take. He had a knee-jerk reaction. I'm not defending the ActMan on the knee-jerk reaction tweets that he put out. But he corrected the record.
it is connected to a tweet of yours that has since been deleted, where you threaten to dox and harass the families of YouTube employees and creator families. So just to be clear, so that we can kind of get past it, you did not publicly mention the reason you were suspended being related to the tweet because of why?
I didn't reveal that because at the time I wasn't sure what information I should be sharing.
So this is your response to the ActMan saying he didn't know what he was allowed to give out at the time. But the thing is that Quantum, you're omitting a very important part of the timeline. A very important part of the timeline. His knee-jerk reaction was incorrect. He put out a statement saying, I don't believe this is Quantum TV anymore. I believe this is YouTube. You're missing that time frame. You're not adding anything additional to that time frame. If anything, you're omitting that on purpose so that you can embroil your fan base. Your time frame is just... it's all over the place because it doesn't fit your narrative. If you follow that timeline, that tweet that corrected the record was a couple of minutes to a couple of maybe hour or two after he posted that tweet again, which was incorrect. Him saying, I believe Quantum TV is false flagging my video was incorrect. It was a knee-jerk reaction. Because you have a history of doing DMCA strikes and false flag operations on videos and harassing people in DMs. Griffin Gaming was harassed by you in the DMs. You tried to flex yourself and bitch and moan to him to take his video down. It's a habitual act that you continuously do. You are not being objective in this. Technically, you can't be because you're embroiled in this, but we can. The people that have been following this outside of you and ActMan are being objective. I am being objective to you. I'm not having a reactionary response like I did in the other videos. I'm literally breaking down. I'm going to break down the timeline to you. It's just pathetic that you're putting this in here and omitting a major part of the tweet thread.
Sharing. I didn't reveal that information not to mislead people, but because I didn't know if I should.
In your mind, because I know you said you wanted to...
See how he put that tweet in at that time frame that the ActMan said that? He's literally creating his own narrative and time frame in this video instead of the actual time frame and the actual tweets that came out after that tweet. Quantum, I see through your bullshit. I see through it. I'm just trying not to scream and yell because it's like... it's pathetic. I don't want to watch these videos and talk to you anymore. Because honestly, everything you say is a complete misconstruing of the actual situation at hand. I actually want to talk to you. I do. I actually want to talk to you. I genuinely want to have you on a call. No audience, nothing. I actually want to talk to you. I want to talk to you in this manner. I want to talk to you at this level. No screaming, no yelling, nothing. I want the both of us to present the evidence to each other and have a civil conversation. I really do. I think it would clear up a lot of the air on a lot of misconceptions that me and you have on each other. The more that I think about it, I've been pretty reactionary to the situation because it warranted a reactionary response at the time. But the thing is that this is a lot more nuanced. But the situation of ActMan's demonetization and the subsequent movement against you, I genuinely want to talk to you about that. I want to sit down and I want to have this conversation. I know that this won't reach Quantum ever. I know he'll never reach out. I know me and him will never have that discussion, but I do. I really do. I want to sit down and see your points on this. I really do. And I know my chat's not going to like that. I know a lot of people aren't going to like that. But to be honest, we deserve to hear your side. Even outside of these crazy ramblings on these videos that make you look worse, I want to talk to you as a human being, not as a content creator, not as somebody that's trying to defend themselves from the drama. You're cutting out and omitting points that are important. I'm low energy about this because I myself, not as an entertainer, not even as a content creator right now, as a human being, is just so confused by what he thinks this video is going to do. Like, what is it going to do? Is it going to vindicate him? No. I think he knows it's not going to vindicate him. What I think he's doing is trying to embroil the fan base he has and to just make sure that they don't do research outside of the actual situation at hand. How is it going to make him look better in the public eye? It literally makes him look like a sore, like an overconfident winner. And it's not even a good winner. It's like an overly confident person that the situation is going to continuously work out for them no matter what happens. It won't. This video won't do that. This video will never do that. This video, if anything, will embroil the people that you're complaining about. I want to understand this man's ethical code. I want to know his moral code based off his actions. What makes him think his behavior is ethical for the longevity of YouTube and his channel. I agree, Kit. That's why I want to talk to him. I'm going to put my hate aside, and yes, I feel like trying to see his point of view will be interesting, but he's the type of person that I feel can't be reasoned with, and even if he's in the wrong, he'll never admit it. No, I agree with you, Zombie. That's why I want to understand.
With important people at YouTube, as this is something that can lead to the termination of your channel. And I responded and I said to him, imagine having a take on Elden Ring that's literally so bad that you end up getting banned for it. That's too fucking bad, isn't it? That is just too fucking bad.
I love that he uses Asmongold in that. I love that he uses Asmongold's tweet in that. Like Asmongold and everyone somehow knew that the ActMan situation was going to reach this point. You're literally just trying to make all of your detractors look like fools, and it's not really working because everybody who has common sense and understands the timeline of the situation, Quantum, isn't buying it. You're trying to capitalize on the people that don't understand the situation, the contrarians. You're looking to get sympathy from those people or to show, hey, look at these big creators talking about such a small creator and talking shit on me. Isn't that crazy? Like, why would they do this? I didn't do anything wrong. Yet those people don't know what you've done to Griffin. Yet these people don't know what you've done to Paul. Yet these people don't know what you've done to Magician multiple times. They don't know about the conversation you had with Mischief and trying to get his video taken down through a threat of legal action in DMCA. The things that you did to the Act Man, calling his mother. I love how he's gloating now since the Act Man's both moved on. So it's basically taking stuff out of context incredibly. Also slandering Review Tech. That's another thing, Jay. I forgot. You're also omitting the part, Quantum, that you called Rich a pedophile. A pedophile. A man with children who has had no evidence to suggest that at all. You throw that accusation around and say that about Rich. Then you also put out fake information that Rich essayed someone. I just don't understand what you're trying to get out of this video. I really don't. I really fucking don't.
Counter sue you if you come after me. I will win, and I will clean you out. You will sell that wedding ring on your finger. You will sell your house and any valuable possessions you have for wasting my fucking time. I'm the act attorney, of course. I win every case. I suggest you make peace with whatever content you wish to publish on your channel before you...
He's really just trying to make everyone look like idiots, and it's not working. If anything, it's emboldening me to fucking do something about this. It's probably going to embolden the people that he is upset that are reaching out to him and harassing him. I don't think he really understands what this video is going to do for him.
See this screen again, and Quantum, you're gonna see it again.
Because it does look like online things are really escalating. And so what I'm kind of hoping with this is, like, we have what they're saying, we have what you're saying. How would you like to see it? If, like, this is your, instead of having to make a whole video on your channel, what would you say?
I hope my channel obviously gets remonetized, and I hope those videos that were age restricted come back as well. I hope Quantum is also rightfully terminated for, you know, being so terrible on the platform. I'm the act attorney, of course. I win every case. Yeah, your channel should be deleted because you're a plague on the community and you're threatening people's livelihoods.
Yeah.
He called my mom 42 minutes after the copyright abuse video went up. Now that video is 31.
The reason she called you, Quantum, is because she genuinely did not believe that it was you. Called you back, and then the other call we don't have any information on. I'll give you that much. But to be honest, the sheer fact that you reached out to the mother anyways negates the points of how many times she called you back. Seriously, it negates it. The fact you reached out to his mother in the first place and did threats of subtle litigation against her, and she didn't know who you were, how you got her number, or anything. No shit she would reach out multiple times trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. No shit. We don't have any information on the other call, and I doubt you're going to release it because you know if you do, it is going to end in a fucking avalanche of shit. And to be honest, if the Act Man's mom was very nice to you, kudos to her, man. Making essay accusations on somebody, yeah, it's slander. That's real slander.
Long, so he had
finished
time
the whole
to
thing, and then he just went right to it.
Yeah. Well, he finished the video, maybe took a nice shit.
Yeah.
Maybe got himself a little snack and then called my mom.
And so, like, what did he say to your mom that made...
Threaten people, don't keep calling. Dude, if somebody doesn't actually believe that you're the individual that you say they are and how they got your information, I will call you as many times as it fucking takes to be like, who are you? Why are you calling me? Okay, you're a guy on YouTube that's trying to reach out to my son, that he made a video on you. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? I would ask a fuck ton of times, especially a mother that's concerned about her son getting embroiled in drama with somebody that Act Man probably didn't tell her about. I don't understand your logic here. I doubt the Act Man told his mom that he is making these videos on you, or that he would. I doubt he warned the family that you would reach out at all. So your points here don't make any logical sense. Threaten people, don't keep calling. People that are nervous make irrational decisions. Your logic just doesn't make sense here. The multiple calls, I just don't understand. I just don't understand. His mother seems like a very sweet person, so it would be natural for her to potentially call you back and go, hey, you know, what is this between you and my son? Why are you calling me? Okay, talks to her son, calls you back and goes, he doesn't want to talk to you, or I don't understand why you're calling me in the first place. Like, that would make sense. But we don't have we don't have a recording of a second call. You haven't released that yet to the public.
Did you feel like it was a threat, besides the fact of just contacting her in the first place, which in my opinion is completely over the line?
Yeah, it was kind of just like intimidation tactics, and
that's a threat. A threat is intimidating somebody, Quantum. I don't think you know the differences of words and the simile of words and how they can be used in the structure of a sentence. I don't think you actually understand it. I also think that you kind of just bullshit your way through understanding legal proceedings. It's right there. She was so intimidated, she called me twice on 2 separate days instead of calling the police. ActMan called the police. He said it. You're omitting that fact. The ActMan's mother didn't know what was going on. Her son is embroiled in drama that he probably didn't tell her about. You call her on a number that she doesn't recognize. You tell her, my name's Quantum TV, and I don't want our families to get involved in this. And then she calls you back to confirm your number, and then calls you a second time for whatever reason, probably confirming that the ActMan doesn't want to speak to you, and probably confirming again that you are actually Quantum TV. But it just, your logic just doesn't make sense here, Quantum. I'm just really trying to understand you. I'm trying to understand what you're trying to say here.
And the way he was talking to her is just like, anytime I was like, man, should I press through with this Dark Age of YouTube video? I went back and I would just listen to the way that he talked to my mom, and I would just get this fire inside me, like, fuck it, I'm gonna work 14 hours on this video today.
And you said, and you said on your thing that if he ever came on your property, you'd shoot him, right? Or threatened you, or
yeah,
like that. Well,
yeah.
Okay. Asmongold didn't get the tweet right. Asmongold asked him incorrectly. That's not a lie. The same exact situation is if Quantum TV came to the house. The ActMan in that tweet did say he would take it into his own hands. Yes, I agree. This is the thing. I agree with Quantum that the ActMan took it too far with writing that. But at the same time, I see why the ActMan wrote that, because you reached out to his mother. You said you have their addresses and their information. That's crazy people talk. That's something that you would be concerned about, that somebody like you or an actual, like a crazy person would show up to your home. That fear leads to people taking it into their own hands for self-defense. I don't understand your point here. I understand that Asmongold didn't ask the question correctly, and the ActMan didn't clarify better on it. I get it, and you're calling that a lie. But they are talking about him tweeting out saying, hey, if you come to my house, I will do something about it. But the wording was, we shoot on sight. I get where you're coming from with that. I do. I get it. But at the same time, dude, you reached out to his mother, and in a video you said you have all the information up about him. That is the thing. And the ActMan on top of that said, I'm just going to not talk about how a guy says he has all my information and a crazy person just shows up to my house and me not do anything. Yeah, just Quantum, come right on in and just have dinner with my family and shit. Like, that doesn't make any sense, Quantum. I get that they didn't ask the question correctly and the ActMan didn't answer it correctly. The ActMan shoots himself in the foot more in this drama than I care to admit. But the thing is, he's still correct that you need to be removed from the platform, that you're a danger to the platform, that you're somebody who harasses and doxes people. That is the whole argument here. It's not nitpicking and cherry picking certain words and phrases. The situation is that you're a danger to the platform. For 4 years, you have been trying to bully channels large and small. You have doxed people. You've slandered people. You've called Rich a pedophile, an essayer, somebody, you contacted the Actman's mother. You leaned on your subscriber count to force Mischief to delete the video under threat of litigation and a DMCA strike. You have been ban evading. There's a lot of points here against you. And you, instead of actually going over the evidence, just avoid those major points and continue to harp on the same things that you've said constantly. And it just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why you thought it was a good idea to call his mother in the first place. That's the thing. That's the point here. That's what I'm focusing on, is like the action of you thinking, hey, I'm going to call his mom. I want to know why that is. What made you think that that was a good thing to do when you had him on Discord? What made you think that that was the right thing to do? I'm being incredibly understanding here to you, Quantum. I'm done being angry at you. I'm at the point where I genuinely don't understand you. I really don't. I thought I did based on your actions and everything, but to be honest, those actions speak a lot about your character, but it doesn't mean, like, I don't know you. I haven't spoken to you. And I just want to understand why you thought doing this and carrying it out, leaning on Mischief, leaning on Ninjician, leaning on Paul the tech giant, slandering Rich, calling the Actman's mother, what made you think that you can do all these things? What made you think you can do all these things and not get a response that you received? I just don't understand. I really don't. And you had the Actman on Discord the whole time. Instead of calling his mother, you could have called the Actman on Discord. But instead, you tried to find the Actman's private number. That number was disconnected. You then proceeded to call his mother instead. But when the Actman says, let's get on a voice call and have a conversation with each other, you refuse to answer the call. You refuse multiple times. You want it in writing. I just don't understand your logic at all on any of this, on how you perceive yourself. I just don't get it. You're not a good person, and I don't understand why you think you are a good person. You're really not.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. And there are some people that criticize this. It's right. I think it sounds just about fucking right. You threaten somebody's family. You take things into the real life sector.
You did threaten them with litigation. You said, I have all of the information about you, your family, your mother, your brother. That is the situation here. I don't understand why you think it's any different. I never threatened anyone. You did. With litigation, you called the Actman's mother. That's a threat. Not a threat of bodily injury. We've already gone over that, but that's a threat. If I came to one of your houses and said, hey, you re-uploaded my content without my permission, and I just showed up and said, I'm going to pursue legal action. I'm going to pursue legal action against you because you are not only slandering me, you're also using my content inappropriately. And then let's say you make a video about that and I call you and I say, hey, I'm going to fight. I don't want our families to get involved in this. You know, I don't want to go to litigation about this. I want to poll in the chat. Does that sound like a threat of litigation, or does that sound like a normal conversation? I want to poll the chat right now. I know a lot of you have I know a lot of you hate Quantum, but the thing is, I want you to think objectively. If you were in Quantum's shoes and the Actman's shoes, a threat, 1 and 2s, guys. 1, it's a threat of litigation. 2, It's a normal conversation to have. Sounds like intimidation. So, Eyes, would that not be construed as a potential threat? All right. One for threat. 1 is for threats. 2 is for normal. 1 is for threat. 1 is for threat. Okay. It's a threat of litigation. That's what it is, Quantum. It's always been that way. People call it a threat of litigation when you bring up the words, I don't want this to go to litigation. Unprompted, I might add.
And you better expect that's going to happen. I think that's what should happen.
And there's Anonymous.
Yeah, I completely support that.
Using Anonymous. The ActMan did all of this out of retaliation for me filing a DMCA claim and trying to contact him, plain and simple. No, that's not what happened. The ActMan did this all out of retaliation for filing a DMCA claim. No, the ActMan did this because he found out that you were leaning on a small creator after you attempted the DMCA him. After that, him and Mischief talked. Other creators talked that you have had experiences with. They compiled all this evidence. They talked amongst each other and said, holy shit, this is a lot worse than what we expected. Then, when the copyright abuser video came out because you falsely flagged his video, yes, it was a fair request for review, but that doesn't mean that you weren't abusing the DMCA system, that you weren't putting in a claim that you knew was fair use. That is the part you're omitting here. Then, when the ActMan refused to take that video down and that DMCA failed, you proceeded to contact his mother instead of talking to him in Discord that you've already had. You already had communication with him in a system in Discord that allows voice conversation. Why did you need to get a hold of his private number? Why did you need to get a hold of his mother's private number? Because his number was disconnected? Why are you reaching out for people's private information? It's not that plain and simple. You are wrong. You and Anonymous, your little lackey, are wrong. Literally just, I can't with this. I can't. Like, do I sound crazy saying these things? Like, actually in a logical sense versus my normal crazy fucking screaming and yelling? Do I sound like out of my mind about the timeline? Like, if you were to look at it in an objective angle, if me and Willie Mac Show were in a call right now, do you think Willie Mac would understand my time frame, my timeline, my reasoning for that? I think it's crazy that this has reached the point that it's at now.